Hey everyone, it's John Brown, the one and only Banton A Gamer, coming to you with some of July's pickups. As you've seen in my Southern Fried Gaming Expo, I talked about like downsizing the collection, and part of downsizing that has been trading stuff in, trading a lot for maybe fewer but more important pieces or things that really spark joy. And so I wanted to just take time and show that because with all the trades I've been doing, I've added some really, really cool things to the collection. So I first want to start off with a very special thing. I've already unboxed it, but this is something I'm really, really excited. My friend Chris at Video Game Dust Covers, and I will share his Instagram and YouTube channel stuff in the description below, put together a nice little order for me. And so, right here, unveiling the very first licensed Banton A Gamer product, a Banton A Gamer dust sleeve for the NES. I got a couple of these. I'll probably pass them out at the next convention I'm at. I'm just really excited. This one is going to go on my favorite game for the NES, DuckTales. And so I think these are really cool. And Chris at Video Game Dust Sleeves is a really cool guy. Really, really put this together in very little time. Puts all these together by hand, and they're really, really good quality. And it's just so cool to have these, and it just makes my heart happy. So I want to thank Video Game Dust Sleeves for putting this together for me, and has my Twitter and the YouTube channel information on the back in my opening phrase and my closing phrase. It's just so cool. So thank you, Video Game Dust Sleeves. All right. Moving on, I have picked up a couple of things for the Nintendo Switch, three of which come from trades. These two right here, come from just Amazon Prime Day. Amazon Prime Day was earlier in this month, and so they had some Switch deals, and I picked two games up. The first one that I picked up feels blasphemous to play on the Nintendo Switch. It feels really weird and almost wrong to me, and that is Crash Bandicoot, the Insane Trilogy. This is the remake of the original PlayStation 1 games. And I just associate that with the PlayStation platform so much. I know Crash would eventually go on to be on every platform, but these three games, I mean, these were the Mario Brothers of the PlayStation. And so to have them on the Switch just feels really weird to me and really wrong. But it's a cool collection, and it's cool to have it on the go. And I picked up one that I'm still on the fence with. I've played a little bit, and that is Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. I'm a huge fan of mainstream Pokemon titles, and there's been a few side ones like Puzzle Challenge and Snap that I've really gotten into, so I'm willing to give this a shot. I'm not super sure how I'm going to like incorporating the Pokemon Go stuff, which I actually like Pokemon Go as well, so I'm not knocking Pokemon Go. That's one of a game I really love, just in that it gets you out doing stuff. So, but for the price they had it on Prime Day, I figured I'd give it a shot. Moving on, some stuff I picked up from trade and just new release stuff that I'm really excited about. In my last pickups video, I picked up the first game in this series, and so I picked up Dragon Quest Builders 2. I've been getting into Dragon Quest a lot lately. I have all the DS and 3DS games. I've got Dragon Quest 11 on PlayStation 4. I'm waiting for Dragon Quest 11 Special Edition, the super weird title that they have for that, to come out on Switch. But I'm really excited. I loved Dragon Quest Builders 1. It's kind of a Minecraft with a story, and I really like having a story to kind of generate why I'm building. And so I really love the art style and the world of Dragon Quest, and so I'm really glad to have this in the Switch collection. If you watched other videos on the channel, you know that I like Marvel video games. And I'm really psyched that Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, The Black Order, published by Nintendo, exclusive to the Nintendo Switch. I'm really excited this game. I played a little bit of it, starting with the Guardians of the Galaxy stuff. Diablo 3 is a game I just recently got into because of the Switch, and this feels a lot like Diablo 3 in a way. And so I'm really excited. I have a new love and passion for the Marvel Ultimate Alliance series, and I'm really psyched to see the new one exclusively on the Switch. And then the last game I've gotten on the Switch, Super Mario Maker 2. I kind of resisted this one. It just didn't seem like something for me, but Enough people ranted and raved about it and really hammered it home that I should pick this up, and they were right. I have enjoyed every moment I've spent with this game. I have not done any of the creation tool stuff. I've just been playing levels, and this is one of the best platforming experiences I've ever had, and I adore this game. To all the people that really hammered home that I should pick this up, thank y'all so much. This is a much beloved and cherished piece of the collection now. Alright, so that gets through the Nintendo Switch stuff. I did pick up some just random random different games for different platforms. In some of the trading I did, one of the things I picked up was F-Zero X for the Nintendo 64, and I've been playing this a lot lately. I'm not a huge Nintendo 64 guy, but this game really is an amazing console pusher. I really enjoy what they do with this game and how awesome the racing is in this game. This possibly is one of my favorite N64 games. It's one of my favorite non-wrestling N64 games. So really glad to have that in the collection. I picked up Fire Emblem Echoes just because I've been trying to learn more about the Fire Emblem series. I'm probably going to pick up 3 houses with one more trade that I have. And so I'm looking forward to getting that, but I wanted to check out some of the other stuff. I'm trying to get better at tactic RPGs, and I know Fire Emblem is one of the places to start. And I picked up a GameCube game, and that is Mega Man X Command Missions, the RPG for Mega Man X. I don't know a lot about it. I just really like Mega Man X. I know this is not a traditional Mega Man game. I know it's like a turn-based RPG, but I like that format anyway. The person at the store where I got this really said how much they loved it, and I'm really excited to get to play it and finally have it in the collection. Alright, so this next group of pickups, I want to see if you can recognize a theme going into this one. When I took some stuff to trade in at my favorite video game store, Wizards, they had a bunch of games in this series, and I'm just really excited to have all these fun things in the collection. So I'm going to start off. One of the first things, I've done a stream of this already, so Power Rangers Lightspeed Rescue on the Game Boy Color. That's probably my least favorite Power Ranger design, or least favorite Super Sentai design. But it's actually a fun game. It's hard, and I don't know if it's hard because it's challenging or hard because it's poorly made, so the jury's still out on this one, but it has some really cool depth, and like you have rescue missions, battle missions, then Zord mission. I think that's kind of a cool thing just to break up the style of gameplay and not be a brawler. Now this next one is from one of my favorite Power Ranger series, if not my favorite. That's not Mighty Morphin, and that's Power Rangers Time Force on the Game Boy Color. This one I'm not too big into. The gameplay is kind of bad, but yeah, they do some really cool visual stuff and cutscene stuff. And like I said, I love Time Force. Time Force is my favorite. Because of Jen, the Pink Ranger, who is the leader of the team, and that's just a really cool Power Ranger team. I also picked up for the Game Boy Advance, I don't know, I'm going to get this one closer, I don't know if it'll focus in, Power Rangers Wild Force. I haven't played this one yet, but like I said, I'm excited to have it in the collection. If you can see, the theme is Power Rangers. Picked up for the PlayStation 1, got some glare, Power Rangers Lightspeed Rescue, and also Power Rangers Time Force. Let's see. I'm going to hold off on those. Those are the favorite one I want to show off. Also picked up Power Rangers Dino Thunder for the GameCube. This is the series where Tommy, the green/white ranger, comes back and takes on the black ranger costume. Haven't played the GameCube one yet, but I'm excited to have it. Looks awesome, and I've heard this is kind of like the best Power Ranger series. I'm watching this one right now and really, really enjoying it. And then I picked up for the PlayStation 2 Power Rangers Super Legend, the 15th anniversary game. I don't know too much about this one, but I know it was made by Disney Interactive during the period of time when Disney owned the Power Rangers. They owned the Power Rangers briefly, but sold them back to Saban, who's now sold them to Hasbro. Look forward to playing this one. I trust Disney Interactive on making cool games. So we'll see how this one goes. And the final set of the Power Ranger stuff I'm really excited to have. When I was kind of geeking out over the Power Ranger stuff, the guy running the store said, hey, I've got some stuff you might want to check out. And he was right. And so he brought back first Power Rangers SPD for the Game Boy Advance in the box. All the instructions. The box is a little banged up, but that's okay. I'm not super huge into having in-box games when they're cardboard, but this is really, really cool. I'm really excited to have this one just because it looks cool on the top of the bookshelf. Continuing more with another in-box Power Rangers game. Power Rangers Dino Thunder for the Game Boy Advance. And then the 2-pack with Power Rangers Ninja Storm and Power Rangers Time Force for Game Boy Advance. I played a little bit of Ninja Storm. Haven't played Time Force on this one just yet. But once again, really glad to have all these amazing Power Ranger games to play through. Let me know if there's anything in all of this that I'm going through that you want to see me stream or just check out or do a Let's Play of. I'll gladly pop some in and record some stuff. Just let me know. A couple other things. Now, these aren't video games, but they came from GameStop. In my love of Power Rangers, GameStop a couple of weeks ago put a bunch of Power Ranger stuff on clearance. So there were 2 things I had to pick up. And first is the Legacy Power Morpher with the 5 original Rangers Power Coins. They put this on clearance. I found it at a store I was really close by, and I was like, okay, have to grab this. I'm really, really excited because I really like having this. Really like, the only real toys I collect are Power Ranger toys, so I'm really happy to have a Morpher. But like I said, this is the 5 original Power Coins. If you're a Mighty Morphin Power Ranger fan, you notice that something is missing. And that is the 6th Power Ranger Tommy. I found it at online on a GameStop fairly far away, but it was worth the drive. I was able to pick up Tommy's Legacy Power Morpher with the Green Ranger's coin and the White Ranger's coin. So the Gold Power Morpher for Tommy's transformation. So I have the 2 Legacy Power Morphers. Alright, so these are my last 2 game pickups, and these are the doozies that I'm really happy to. One of them is a Holy Grail item, and I'm so happy to have them in the collection. So happy I was able to trade enough stuff to get these. The first is a game I don't know a lot about, but it's one I want to play and get into. But I'm also just super psyched to have in the collection because it's kind of hard to come by. And that is Fire Emblem Path of Radiance for the Nintendo GameCube. Cannot wait to play this. Really, really psyched it's in the collection. They had this, of course, actually did come with a manual. The manual is a little beat up, but the manual case and the game all together, I'm just really, 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 really excited to have this Fire Emblem game. I'm trying to get into more Fire Emblem games. But really, really stoked to have this one specifically in the collection. And now, the Holy Grail item. I did not, when I started video game collecting, I always thought this one was a pipe dream, but traded enough stuff, had enough kind of things given away to kind of make this worthwhile and worth getting. This is a game I had as a kid. I'm kind of bummed because I got it on clearance price and then it was stolen later. But I'm really, really, really happy. It's a Super Nintendo game, and it is Earthbound. I'm really, really stoked. Earthbound is a RPG, but it's set in like the 90s, which at that point in time was present day. If you don't know, it's from a Japanese series called Mother. This is actually Mother 2. Mother 1 was on the NES, but they didn't release that until years later on the Wii U. But yeah, I have Earthbound. I'm really just so psyched to have this in the collection and to be able to play this on original hardware and check it out. So that does it. That is my July pickups. Thank y'all for watching. If you like what you saw, make sure to hit that like button and give me a subscribe. I will catch y'all in the next one, my friends. Peace until then.